I would like to focus on the experience side of things, to focus on the content experience from the consumer perspective. Because today, the key word is power to the people. Thanks to all the new technologies, there are more and more offerings in the market. If I'm in Sweden, for instance, I have the choice not only from satellite Viasat, cable Command, digital terrestrial Boxer, but also the telco Telia, and also all the OTT services by Netflix, HBO Nordics, Magic TVs, and others. The user has a choice. So what will they choose to watch? Which services will they prefer? Let's listen to a Greek philosopher. Human behaviors flow from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. For content services, it's primarily a matter of desire and emotion. It's in general a matter of fun. The question is, how do we enjoy content? Look, all of us, when we enjoy content, I think it's first of all about the content itself. In general, we love great movies, unmissable TV series, major football matches, and so on and so forth. We enjoy premium content, and premium content is the most valuable, and I believe it's for long. But enjoying a content service is not only the content itself, it's also the user experience around it. And I expect to watch the program I want when I want. I expect to be offered content which is relevant to me. I expect to be considered as an individual. I expect the experience to be personal. When I watch a football match, say for instance Barcelona-Bayern Munich, I will enjoy it much more if I'm with friends and with wine. I don't expect the service provider to provide me with friends, no wine. But I expect to enjoy a social experience while I'm watching television. So I expect the experience to be personal and social. And I also expect it to be exciting. I'd like that it's entertaining to choose the program I will watch. I expect to get a consistent experience on my main screen and on my companion device. I expect the experience to be exciting and innovative. This is what we call the ultimate content experience, to enjoy premium content with this great user experience around it. This content experience is new compared to what we used to. We were used to watch a television on a family TV set, and that's it. Today, it has to be at any time, on any device. We were used to limited content available, few live channels. The abundance of the content today is huge. And a good example of that is what's happening with subscription VOD services like Netflix. And what's funny is that actually Epicurus, an ancient Greek, has already explained what we should do. Not what we had, but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance. And actually, we don't care to own the content. We care to enjoy the abundance of content. So the interactivity, we were used to interactivity based on a remote control. And it's actually pretty limited. And it's nothing, so what is expected today, thanks to smartphones and tablets, is a completely different sort of interactivity, bringing an immersive experience. So these are the expectations of the users today, the kind of mindset they have, and they have a strong expectation to the ultimate content experience. Now, if I take the perspective of the service providers, actually the first challenge is how to deliver this ultimate content experience. But of course, there is also another challenge, which is how to make money out of it, how to monetize this. And this the Greek knew already, and the one knowing what is profitable and not the one knowing many things is the wise man. It's not that easy to be a wise man in the multi-screen era, I don't know if it was much easier 25 centuries ago. Anyway, let's try to be wise men and to find the ways to monetize and make money out of those services. First, it's about keeping the value of the premium content itself and protecting it from the threat of piracy. We know that OTT technologies are a great opportunity for all of us to build amazing legal services, but we should not forget that it's also a technical opportunity for the pirates to build good pirate services if they can access to the content. So there is the challenge of managing the threat of piracy is of course still there in the multi-screen area. But of course monetizing all those services is also leveraging the different opportunities. Opportunities to increase the ARPU, opportunities to create new revenue streams from advertising, sponsoring, merchandising, and so on and so forth. It's in general to build now new business models for the content services which are attractive to the users and which are profitable for the different players in the industry, content owners, service providers, and so on. And these business models have to be built to be the foundation for innovation and growth of our industry. So to address these challenges of the service providers, we have summed them up into an engagement model. This engagement model is actually a summary, the synthesis of the achievement of all of our thoughts and the work we did with all of you in the last few years to identify how to make money out of content services. This engagement model is, let's say, our Northern Star to address the challenges. The key word here is user engagement. User engagement is the crucial point, the cornerstone, if you wish to make money out of content services. Look, if you are with a subscription-based business model, the loyalty of your subscribers is the key word. And loyalty will be based on the user engagement that you will be able to set up. If your business model is about transactional video on demand, à la carte VOD, the key success factor is to create a recurring usage of this service. And once again, the key success factor for creating the recurring usage of the service is user engagement. If your business model is about advertising, engaging the users is the way to increase your audience and also to make your audience much more valuable. So we believe that building this user engagement is a key point to be successful in this market. And the model is the synthesis of our views on how we can create the highest possible user engagement result. So let's have a look to this to the model itself. The first level of this engagement model is the premium content. You need to license the right content for your audience. And it's interesting to see that more and more players in the industry invest in the content by themselves, from Netflix and Orange and others, of course. For technically speaking, premium content raises the questions of content protection. First point is to enforce the business rules of the multi-screen era. You will define a business model with your users. You have their rules in the agreements you sign with content owners, and it has to be enforced. Not more than 5 registered devices per household, and not more than 2 concurrent streams, for instance. The second aspect of content protection is of managing the threat of piracy, and it is deploying the right security technologies on all the screens, and continue to, of course, bring the highest level of security. And it is also all the anti-piracy services that can defeat pirate services. Here, it's actually a matter also of content experience, and both services aim at damaging the quality of service or the quality of experience of pirate services, for instance, by limiting the access to the content and things like that. So the first layer is about the premium content that creates engagement from your users. On top of this, we need to bring interactivity. Interactivity, it is technically based on the service delivery platform, which delivers all the services from PVR to program guide, to video on demand, catch-up TV, to self-service, self-management. These components are crucial to bring the content at any time to the user and to increase its engagement. Technically speaking, the service delivery platform is also at the core of the solution, and it's crucial to have a component which is scalable, flexible, open, where you can build innovation on top of it. But on this interactivity, we need to bring an additional layer, which is about personalization. In the catalog of the service provider, in general, not everything is of interest to me. There are hundreds of cartoons, which used to be of interest to my daughters, which are not of interest to me. There are, and I expect the operator to propose me, the service provider to propose me content which is relevant for me. For instance, I had a dinner last night, I couldn't watch the summary of Roland Garros, and it could be of interest to me today. Or I could be interested to watch for the 10th time The Big Blue about Jacques Mayol, because I had a discussion with a friend of mine a few days ago about freediving. And here it comes to the technologies of recommendation. How to build personalized recommendations which are relevant to each subscriber. And it is also about all the social features and the ability to combine the social experience with the content experience. But on top of this personal experience, so the engagement can be increased by building the immersive experience. Here, for instance, we can leverage the companion device. So many of us, not only Brett's family, are using this tablet and smartphone while watching television. What do we do there? More or less half of the usage is related to what I watch or what I could watch, I may watch soon. And some of the activities are on the social networks. A lot of it is also to look for information. Who is this actor? In which movie I've seen him in the past? Whom is he married with? Etc. All these informations are available on the internet. But if we can package them into an easy, intuitive experience, it's much more valuable. And actually, there is also value for the service providers to take control of it. For instance, if I'm a Comcast subscriber and I watch for this information, I may go to IMDb database to find this information. But IMDb is owned by Amazon. And it's a risk for Comcast to let me, as a subscriber, go to Amazon video on demand services, etc. So there is value for the service providers to take control of this experience on the second screen. And here, so the users are not expecting a linear experience, but something which is exciting, and I would say jumping. You would jump from a movie, let's say Midnight in Paris, to Owen Wilson, which is playing in this movie, then maybe to Texas because he was born there, like Brett, and then we would jump back to the movie. Remember that Carla Bruni is appearing in Midnight in Paris, jump to Nicolas Sarkozy for a minute, and then back to the movie, and so on. This is a kind of immersive experience that leverages enhanced metadata, next generation metadata, topics extracted from the movies, and that, I believe, can build the strongest engagement. So all these four levels are actually also the four levels that you can leverage to create the highest possible engagement for the users. And this has to be natively a multi-screen experience. multi-screen is crucial to create this immersive experience, to create this user engagement with your subscribers. So this model is, I think, very powerful to define your strategy in terms of user engagement and in terms of content experience. I believe it is a northern star for our industry, where to go to be successful in this market, and definitely it is for us the northern star in the definition of our products and solutions. To develop the best products for each of these layers in terms of content security, in terms of service delivery platform, in terms of personalized recommendation, in terms of exploration and immersion. And it is also key we built also solutions combining all of this together and leveraging all these components into a comprehensive solution, a comprehensive experience for the user, and an amazing user experience eventually. So this model is also, I think, very powerful in the sense that it is flexible and that we can apply it into different business situations. Each of you is in a different business situation, different countries, different content, different competitive landscape, different assets, different subscribers. But I strongly believe that you all need to leverage the user engagement, and that this model is a very powerful tool to go in this direction. So now what I invite you to join us with this engagement model and shape the ultimate content experience that will build this maximum user engagement together. Thank you.